Okay, so this is like my third attempt to the video, and I will explain why in just a minute. My name is Danielle. I'm trying to do video blogs along with my regular vlogs. I am 32 years old, and the reason this is my third attempt on this video is I have 5 children. Yeah. So anyway, tell you a little bit about them. My oldest is Alexander. We call him Alex. He's 13. Next one, another little boy, Cameron, or Cam. He's 12. Little girl, Isabella. And we call her Izzy or Bella, and she's 9. Zachariah, he is 7. And Emily is 5, turning 6 in August. And back in March, I found out that I am pregnant with number 6. Yeah, so videos after the baby was born, don't know how that will work, but we will see. So anyway, I'm feeling very strongly that this baby is a boy. If it is, his name will be Matthias Aiden. Not sure if I want to call him Matt or Theus, both are kind of cute little nicknames, but I don't know, I guess we'll have to see which one fits. So anyway, reason I kind of feel like it's a boy is I haven't had too much morning sickness. Handful of times, maybe something that didn't agree with me, or eating 2 pickles back to back. It's something from eating them, but you know, kind of enjoyed them. My daughter's so sick. My youngest, I camped out in front of the bathroom door because I was jetting at nighttime. 26 weeks, I was still sick. You know, this one, I'm 15 weeks now and not sick. I can eat my pickles, I can drink my lemonade, which are my 2 favorite things to have. Yes, mostly together, but, you know. But, I mean, other than that, I'm feeling great. I'm in my 2nd trimester. I'm not sick. I'm getting a little more energy, you know, that type of thing. But if it's a little girl, don't have a name. But if it is. I will be excited. You know, little girls are so fun. You get to do their hair and the bows and all that stuff. But if it's a little boy, I'm totally thrilled. We'll have 4 and 2 or 3 and 3, whatever it is. We're converting the playroom into a nursery for the baby, so the baby will have its own room for the first couple of years. And whatever it is, my youngest of that gender will share a room with it. So when it's a couple of years old, but you know, it's gonna be great. My biggest thing is figuring out the birth. I guess I should tell you about my other births. My first one, I was 19 years old. Where I said, you get pregnant, get an epidural, and you have a baby. That's just the way things are, and that's how it works. Alright, fine. Did it. It was okay. I mean, he was a little earlier than expected, but he was healthy, fine. You know, any normal full-term baby, but had some breastfeeding issues and stuff like that. Next one, I got pregnant when he was 4 months old. Did another epidural. Breastfeeding went a little bit better that time. You know, but by the time I was pregnant with my 3rd, I had some headaches left over from the epidural with my 2nd. I decided to try something a little different. No drugs. Some people may think I'm crazy. A lot of people told me there's no way you're going to make it. Well, I had her at a hospital in a water birth. Totally amazing experience. She was perfect. I had my little girl and had her naturally, and sometimes I still can't believe it, and it was just totally amazing. So then I got pregnant with my little boy, and the midwife who I had was leaving. I was really sad, so found another midwife, but I didn't care for the doctor that she worked with. He had given me some bad information when I was pregnant with my daughter, but it was what it was, so I went with her. Then, if you haven't figured out, or I haven't told you, I live in New Orleans, or outside of New Orleans. Hurricane Katrina hit 2005. So that was the end of August, and I was due in the beginning of October. Everything was in shambles for like ever. The C-section rate at the hospitals was so high because the few operating hospitals they had so many people in them. It was just crazy. Really didn't want to do that, and my water birth would not have happened there either. So I found a wonderful midwife who actually let us deliver at her house in your standard size bathtub. Really amazing home birth. No epidural, of course, really great. He was great. He came out. We got out the tub, walked across the hall to the bed, went to sleep, got up the next morning, had breakfast like it was just whatever, normal day, any day, I felt great. Recovery was so easy. It was wonderful. Then it came to my daughter. Had to have another home birth. It was just totally awesome. So I had a great pregnancy. I did have some little problems with my gallbladder. I was having gallbladder attacks, and it took me a while to figure out what that was. But I was making an appointment to see about getting it taken out. I was kind of unsure if I wanted to do it before or after the baby or whatever. Well, at 32 weeks, I woke up to a broken water bag. Can't exactly have a home birth that early, so to the hospital I went and had a preemie, 32 weeks. I did do it without drugs, but it was in a hospital. There was a lot of problems there. They couldn't tell me what gender she was. They couldn't see what was going on with my placenta. There was just a lot of problems there. I mean, we knew she was a girl, but doctors couldn't see anything on ultrasounds. They threatened C-sections on me if I didn't stay in the bed and listen to what they wanted me to do. They didn't really let me trust in my body, which is something I feel very strongly about. I believe in God, and I believe in trusting in your body and your instincts, and I believe that it goes a long way, But anyhow, it was just a horrible experience, and she was born, and it kept me away from her, and she was there for 8 days, which isn't too bad for a 32-weeker, but I kind of, was a little bit of a handful myself. But anyhow, she's 5, she's healthy, she's fine. But I really don't want another hospital experience without a midwife. So, my options: could try for another home birth, or I could try for another hospital with a midwife. Not too sure which one I want to go for. Thought about the home birth. My midwife that delivered my son wouldn't be acting as a midwife. I could hire her as a doula and do unassisted, which doesn't worry me in the health aspects of things, but it does worry me about, getting the baby on insurance afterwards, getting the baby to the doctor right afterwards, those types of things. So, and then on top of that, I've got 5 kids, 3 cats, getting the house clean for a party that you have no idea when it's going to happen. It could happen, I'm due November 27th, so it could happen November 1st, it could happen November 15th, it could happen November 20th, or it could happen December 3rd. Who knows, And then it was very devastating to come home after having that preemie and have all this stuff set up for home birth that didn't happen. I still felt like I was expecting a baby that was not here, with me, was back at the hospital, but I still felt like it was inside, and it wasn't, and that was a really hard experience, So, we kind of moved from where we were before, so the hospital midwife is a possibility. So, there's one about 25 miles away. I went and met her last month. She seemed really sweet. The office was a little weird feeling, but I can probably deal with that. But she seemed really sweet and really okay with everything I wanted. I want to encapsulate my placenta, want to delay cord clamping, want to breastfeed as soon as possible. Want the option for my oldest daughter to be in the delivery room if she so wishes to. I haven't spoken to her about that yet. Just a lot of natural things. I want to walk around in labor and stuff like that. And as long as everything is fine and I'm full term and all that, she said that shouldn't be a problem. We can video, we can tape the birth, whatever, as long as I don't get an epidural, which I haven't for the last 3 kids, so I don't see why I would now. So, I think that I'm probably going to go with that option, especially if I do possibly have another preemie. I'm in a hospital and they can handle it. It's just, I don't feel like cleaning my house and all that stuff, and it'll just be more simpler that way, And everything seems to be okay. I still have a few more questions for her. I'll see her again at the end of this month. And then the big news is right after that appointment, a couple of days later, we go for our 3D ultrasound. That's a big ultrasound where they're going to find out whether it's a boy or girl. But I won't. I have a friend who's coming with me. She's going to find out if it's a boy or a girl. And then July 14th, she's going to reveal it to me and all my friends and family who decide to come to our little party. So I'm really, really excited about that. So I'm 15 and a half weeks. I will be 16 weeks next week. So it's Sunday, so this week, I guess. I'll give you a quick little belly pose. Yep. So, and nice little maternity pants. So that's pretty much what you get at 15 weeks, which is my 6th kid, so yeah, I'm kind of big, but this is going to be great. Great pregnancy, great everything. I'm excited. Kids are excited. A lot of my friends think it's a girl. My husband thinks it's a girl. As far as my kids, my oldest boy thinks it's a girl. My next boy thinks it's a boy. My oldest girl thinks it's a girl. My next boy thinks it's a boy. And my youngest thinks it's a girl. So, we shall see. Like I said, I don't care. Love this little one. And, I mean, that's about it. I'm not sure how often I'll do these updates, but everything's going great, and I'm just excited to be having another baby, and bye!